Testing 1, 2. Is that alright?
Fine to me. What do you think?
Alright, this poem is about a kid at my old high school who would always get picked on. It was a regular day in junior high for Chris. Same hey faggot, same watch out bitch, same older kids who treated him like shit just because he liked computers and he talked with a list. They embarrassed him all day. Lunchroom, gym class, bathrooms, always, all day. Sometimes it made him want to die. The fullest of this bully was this one guy named Jimmy, a troublemaking popular kid who humiliated Chris every chance that he get. And this year, Chris skipped ahead 2 grades in math. To one's delight and one's fright, they're in the same class. Chris went to piss with the bathroom pass. Jimmy took his inhaler out of his book bag. Later in gym, he had an asthma attack. When Jimmy saw him in the ambulance, Jimmy just laughed. It escalated like stairs and moved until Jimmy decided he was too cool for school. Years later, he's doing coke off the floor when Chris graduated as a valedictorian. He was yawning as he came around the corner, mumbling, talking, looking like a speed walker sorta, bags under his eyes, days since he slept, sweat on his brow made his face all wet, his wild eyes fixed on CVS as he pulled that bandana up off of his neck. Adjusted something in his oversized shorts, filled with it as he walked up to the door of the store. It was Jimmy. He came here to rob this shit. He done it a couple times before and safely split. His arm swung pale. You could see his arteries veil as he walked in the aisle to the pharmacist. He surveyed the scene, only one dude in line far as he can see, so he grabbed that pistol by the part of it and demanded Oxycontin as he pointed to the pharmacist. The dude quickly obliged, handed over every pill they had on the other side, a pocket full of oxys as he went to bail. The next thing he remembers is waking up in jail. Our homie Chris had a flight that night to Japan. After one interview, they said he was their man. He'd be rich in the year, so say konnichiwa to the head systems engineer. But he's still an asthmatic, so he's stocking up for the travels. He's waiting in line, and he's the only one. And then he sees some dude with a gun. It's fucking Jimmy, the same bully from school who would call him a fag and kick him in the jewels. What a fool. Ooh, reputation would be great, because Chris was in shape drinking protein shakes, even through the gym and out through college. When Jimmy graduated onto Oxycontin. No, it. I got a couple more. Yeah. And I wrote this one about 4 days ago. I know why they call them labels, because you have to fit a label now to fit a label. But if I'm a pussy, then I guess I get my kegels. I bring it on lux. I'll bring the bagels. It kind of feels like middle school again when they call. I think that majors can't decide if I can play ball. If I can make the money and I can dumb my shit down and overdo the dance, I think it's kind of funny. They're right, I might be shaped different than Toblerone. I turned down to order milk just to pitch a mobile phone, because I can believe I can be more than walk away, and left my hand up in the air like I just shot the J. See, poets, we can make it if we talk like stars. Could you puff on your L's and you dropped your R's? Let's pull some video of your first grade pageant and compare how you talked and how you're rapping. You think you sound the same, or you picked up the will to be real in TV land along the way? If I just get 15 minutes, I'm gonna stay myself. And when that 16th minute comes on, I won't hate myself. Maybe I'll never get signed, I'll just flatline, but no one gets to raise a banner during halftime. Win or lose, I always place my bait in bed and make the same on every playlist like Jason Kidd. It's almost 4 a.m., Monday in my room again. I got this crazy vision of a dream escaping from my pen. I'll be swinging when I'm going down. Forget that noise, no way, no how. You're listening to this one, but I'm working on the next one now. And this one is about giving in to music industry. I wrote it from a point of view. I started out underground. I was kind of like a seed. I had no manager, booked my own shows, made the posters, and afterwards I sold CDs. Then I made a song, but I'm not bragging, and it blew up and not like long. Then I got signed to a deal, flew me out to LA, put me in the studio, and told me, we want you to write a pop song and make it sound like this. Because the kids want hits. They really don't give a shit about the rhymes you spit. They just want a nice beat that they can ride to with a chorus catchier than swine flu ×2. I know you like Primo speech, but we just want you to sing a keynote speech, but we just want you to be 303. Mix a flow right and mix with B.O.B. Capiche? So make another Airplanes or a song like Billionaire in the Spare Game. Do it or go down in flames. Back to Brentwood, you can just beg people for spare change. You can't sing, we'll auto-tune it, make it sound like someone else's music. We brought writers who can make it sound tighter. We're gonna pull all-nighter because we want you to write a pop song. I'm like, no, I want to do it for hip-hop, you know, fresh to death like a bird in a Ziploc. They're like, Dom, you're not fucking Rick Ross, we want something more like Kesha. Have you heard TikTok? I wrote a verse since they listened to this shit. They put their hand to their forehead as I kicked it. They're like, look, I don't think that you get it. Nobody cares about your verse. It's not 96, kid. I told them, look, man, I'd rather have my wrist slit than sound like every singer in the district. They're like, really? Would be that cataclysmic to make a top 40 songs for top 40 in rhythmic? With hooks big enough to catch Moby Dick with very few words and some melodies addictive? If you're not up to the task, pack your bags, call your cab. It's too bad because we want you to write a pop song.